Rubio re-elected, the Republican senator defeating Congresswoman Val Demings and winning a third term in a race that could help decide control of the narrowly divided Senate.
Let's take you live to Miami now. NBC 6's Steve Litz is there with reaction from the senator. Steve.
And I'll tell you, Marco Rubio talks about how this is a rejuvenated Republican Party. You're going to hear from him in a minute. First, though, let's take a look at how these candidates performed in our area in South Florida. First, we look at Broward, one of the most Democratic counties in all of the state. This is 87% of the precincts reporting now, with Mr. Rubio taking 40% of the vote, Ms. Demings about 59% of the vote. So that's heavy Democrat Broward. That flips, though, in Rubio's home county of Miami-Dade, where there are about 135,000 more registered Democrats compared to Republicans. Senator Rubio taking 54% of the vote compared to Ms. Demings' 45%.
Marco Rubio delivering for his Republican Party, holding on to his Senate seat for what will be his third term. In his victory speech, a nod to his faith, family, and supporters.
And they have joined this incredible new movement that isn't just going to change the country, it's going to change the Republican Party. After tonight, the Republican Party will never be the same, and that's a great thing for America and a great thing for Republicans.
Rubio helped lead the Republican messaging on inflation, crime, and illegal immigration, and blaming the Democrats. They're issues that struck Florida voters, launching Rubio to a resounding win.
The people in this country are going to vote for the people that fight for people like them. They're going to vote for people that are going to fight for people that care about being safe, that don't want drugs coming across our border, that don't want illegal immigration running rampant into our country, that don't want to have to pay $4 for gasoline.
Mr. Rubio did talk about money and campaign financing tonight, highlighting the fact that he was outspent by his Democratic rival by some $25 million. That, coupled with his win, he calls that significant. Live in Miami tonight, I'm Steve Litz, NBC 6 News.
All right, Steve, and over in Orlando, Val Demings thanks supporters.
That's where we find NBC 6's Willard Shepard. And Willard, in the end, she was a formidable opponent, but she fell short.
Yeah, that's right. As we heard Steve Litz say right there, she had more money, a lot more money than Mr. Rubio, but that seemed not to matter whatsoever at all with this tremendous loss in her race and these other losses for the Democrats tonight. She did come out here behind me at the ballroom here in Orlando to speak to her supporters, many of who have followed her career throughout law enforcement, being the police chief here in Orlando, and then the congresswoman from this area. She came out and said she was going to continue to battle for the things that she thinks are important for the state of Florida, for residents, opportunities for people, no matter what their background is, no matter what their genetic makeup is. But the big theme of this tonight, even there in Miami-Dade County, almost 70,000 more Republicans voted for the Republican candidate in this race, Marco Rubio, in Miami-Dade County. Simply impossible for her to overcome that. I asked her tonight, what are the Democrats going to do to try to reverse what the Republicans have done in the state of Florida and try to register more Democratic voters on their side? Here's what she had to say.
What I want to happen is, number one, if you are a registered voter, then let's not come up with laws and policies that suppress your right to vote, because that's not reflective of who we are. Let the people vote. Let Republicans vote. Let independents vote. Let Democrats vote, right? In terms of our party, yeah, we have some work to do, and we need to shake it off and get back to work and go and register people who we believe share our values, our beliefs, and our ideas.
So it really is back to the drawing board for the Democrats. One Democratic strategist said they thought that Ms. Demings was a fantastic candidate because of her law enforcement background, a minority, a woman, also someone that lived in the I-4 corridor, well recognized here when so many elections are decided, statewide elections in Florida, in this particular area where we are located tonight. One other successful tactic by Mr. Rubio, he tied Ms. Demings to Joe Biden and also high gas prices. We're live tonight in Orlando. Willard Shepard, NBC 6 News.